Welcome to Storytime with Pastor Steve. Today's story is The Stranger at Jacob's Well. It's based on John chapter 4. It's written by Vivian Deedy and illustrated by Art Kirchhoff. The road to Galilee stretched out ahead, white in the sun as northward it led. Slowly along it some travelers trod, the disciples and Jesus, the Son of God. Ahead lies a well where Jacob of old once watered his flocks. Its waters are cold and very refreshing. There we'll sit down. Good, answered Simon, yonder's a town. We can buy food. Pray, take your ease. We will go purchase produce and cheese. Jesus was tired. How pleasant to stay there by the well on that hot summer day. Soon from the town a woman drew nigh. She was a Samaritan, water jar high. On top of her shoulder onward she came to draw some water, Naomi her name. She lowered her jar, completed her task. The stranger who sat there quietly asked, "Give me a drink of the water you drew." Naomi's eyes narrowed. "You are a Jew. Your people despise us, think us unclean, won't touch our vessels. What do you mean by asking water from someone like me?" Jesus replied, "God gives gifts is free. What God gives is free. If you but knew me, that I could give thirst-quenching water so you could live. Forever and ever you'd want to drink." Naomi was puzzled. "Sir, do you think yourself greater than Jacob of old, who gave us this well so deep and so cold? You have no vessel. Tell me from where you get this water out of thin air." So gentle the stranger, Naomi felt shame at being so flippant. His answer came, "Who drinks this water from out of the well grows thirsty again, that you can tell. For daily you fetch it. The water I give wells up like a spring, so men always can live, filled with the Spirit, and never die." "What wonderful water," was Naomi's reply. "If only I had some, I'd never thirst, nor have to carry it, which is the worst. Please give me some." Jesus was clear. "Go fetch your husband and bring him back here." Blushing, the woman quickly said, "I have no husband." "5 times you wed, 5 men you married, yet you spoke true. The man you live with is not wed to you." "Oh, sir, you know all I have done. I see you're a prophet. Answer this one. My ancestors worshipped God on this mount, but you Jews insist that doesn't count. To worship God truly, our people must go to your holy city." His voice was low. "Samaritans worship, but they don't know who. So God's salvation comes through the Jew. Yet God is true spirit and wishes to be worshipped in spirit and truth. Don't you see?" What a deep saying, what a strong word, pondered Naomi. Yet I have heard, when the Messiah comes, then he will tell God's hidden wishes that I know well. Jesus stood smiling, the sun on his brow. I am the Messiah who speaks to you now. At that very moment, the disciples came back, successfully bringing food in their pack. Where they left one, they now found 2, a woman and Jesus. Why, what, and who? They asked one another with a deep frown. But while they were wandering back to the town, hurried Naomi, leaving her jar she had carefully filled and carried so far. Jesus, come eat. They spread at his feet all of their purchases. I have to eat food about which you do not know. How did he get it? Where did he go? Perplexed, the 12 looked at each other. Who has fed him? They asked one another. My food, Jesus said, is to obey the will of the Father in every way, to finish the work he gave me to do. You have a saying, the harvest is due. Within 4 months, look now at the field. The crop is ripening to plentiful yield. The man who once planted rejoices to see the harvester reaping for eternity. Where others planted, there you will go to reap a harvest you did not sow. Meanwhile, Naomi, with wings on her feet, pounded on doors and ran through the street, called to the townfolks, come to the well. There is a stranger who could easily tell all of my secrets. Could this man be the Messiah we've waited for so patiently? Had Naomi gone crazy? The one way to tell was for the whole town to go to the well. There they found Jesus and eagerly sought him to stay on so they could be taught. And gladly 2 days at Sychar he spent. The townspeople followed wherever he went. They heard him teach, they heard him pray. Many were saved. He went on his way. Naomi, Naomi, what you said is true, and some first believed because of you, but after they saw and heard, they stayed believers because of his word. He was the Messiah, that they could tell, the stranger who rested there at Jacob's well. Jesus went to the well and sat and talked to a lady. Jesus revealed himself to be the Son of God, the Messiah, the one who was promised to come so that our sins could be forgiven. Jesus invites us to come to his well, to receive his gift of living water. We receive that as we go to him in prayer, as we are filled with his word. His word grows within us, and we can overflow with his word by becoming overfilled and overflowed with his love. May God overflow his love continually on us so that we can overflow his love continually on others. May God bless you today.